Bang, 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 bang. I got games like, most Division 3. I got a couple of Division 2s. This one and yesterday. And but mostly Division 4. So, I did. Boom. And I got Mount Pleasant. I haven't got them yet. I don't want them. The coach still got.
Hello, hello, hello. I am the voice, Greg Morano. We have Lisa behind the lens and producer, owner alongside me, Shane Belanger. We are Westerly Live. We are starting fresh, as though we have not been speaking with you all night. Brand new start for the Bulldogs. Bottom half of a doubleheader. We're going to erase the first half. It didn't go our way. This game does have major implications. The Bulldogs need a win here. Absolutely have to win if they hope to sew up second place in the division. By doing so, they would avail themselves to a home playoff competition. If they do not win this match, or 3 out of their final 4 going into today, then the 2 seed will no longer be available to them. They have another doubleheader tomorrow. It is versus Barrington. However, Barrington is struggling. So the Bulldogs are more than capable of winning both of those games. So a lot comes down to this. Playoff seeding comes down to this right here. Fresh start, new pitcher. Looking for a new result, clearly. A few new players on the field for Bayview. I'm noticing the right half of the infield is new. And leading off for the Bulldogs, shortstop freshman Alex Storr, number 18. New pitcher this game for Bayview. I will get you her name. Emily Heath. Low on her first pitch, 1-0. So Emily Heath is the pitcher for the Bengals. Number 23, Sarah Trossin with the win in game 1. Outside corner, foul back, 1-1 count. Temperature is nice. It's not a bad night to play softball. Heath delivery inside, fouled back, 1-2. Pretty good velocity, a little bit behind. We're going to put the ball in play here with 2 strikes behind in the count. In on the plate. And the pitch over the plate, fouled out. That was over the outer half of the plate. Good job of Storr making her work. Still only 1 ball. And right over the heart of the plate, ripped up the middle. Bad angle by the Bayview center fielder is going to give Storr the double instead of the single. Turned the wrist over on that one and roped it. And that is how the Bulldogs wanted to start. That is the ideal, perfect start to emotionally spark this young Bulldog team. The Bulldogs only had 3 runners in scoring position last game. Their first batter of the game in scoring position. Number 7, Gabriella Brennan at bat. The number 2 hitter. And the pitch squares the bunt, lays it down. Front of the pitcher, fields it. Throw to first. Sacrifice bunt's good. Storr hustling the whole way. Scores. Gets 2 bases on the RBI bunt. Sacrifice bunt for the RBI, and the Bulldogs not only draw first blood in this game, first run of the evening. How quick things can change. And the pitch low and in. The pitcher at bat for the Bulldogs, Soph Valentini. Again, only a freshman. And the pitch on the inside portion, fouled back. Quickly down 0-2. And the pitch up and in. Good waste pitch. Good eye by Valentini. They always tell your pitcher that they're a pitcher first when they approach the plate, though. Because regardless of her bat, her head's got to be on the rubber. And the pitch on the inside portion. Way to fight it away with her fists. Freshman choked up in the box. 2 strike, protected, and that drops short. Ball 2. And that's going to be outside all the way back to full. Good at bat by the freshman pitcher. Third baseman on deck for the Bulldogs. Full count. Worked it all the way back. And the pitch over the plate swing and a miss. That was a nice pitch. High heat. Just got it by her. Would have been a ball, but easy pitch to get stuck swinging at. And Macaraciolo at bat for the Bulldogs with 2 outs. Nobody on. And that is how the Bulldogs score. A single, a bunt, and hustle. Low and away, ball 1. And that was all the freshman store in her on-field savvy to round third that hard. And the breaking ball away, tries to turn on it and pull. Got to try to push that thing. One and one pitch, 2 and 1. And that's inside. Turns on it, off her hands. That was inside off the plate. And the pitch swing and a miss. That high heater effective here in the first inning for Bayview. However, the Bulldogs draw first blood after 1. Bulldogs 1, Bayview 0. After 1.5. As the Bulldogs are the visiting team here in the back half of this doubleheader. So as I said earlier, Valentina's gotten good experience as a freshman in pretty much every different situation you can. She's got good velocity and good movement on her pitches. And they're done warming up. So we will see the first of Sophia Valentini on the rubber here for the Bulldogs, bottom half of the first inning. 1-0 Bulldogs. Number 12, Gabrielle Jeffrey at bat for the Bengals. Leadoff hitter last game as well. Although I did see a few different Bayview numbers on the field in the top half of the inning, as this game means relatively very little to Bayview. And that's a nice breaking ball for a strike. And that must be a little bit high. One and one the count. And that gets a good portion of the plate. Fly ball to the center fielder. She's tracking it and takes it in. One up, one down for the Bulldogs. Number 11, Ashley Anderson in for the Bengals. One of the new faces here in the bottom half of this doubleheader. And that pass sails away a little bit. 1-0 count. And Valentina's pitch. Nice one outside corner. Arnold sets up away. Valentina throws away. Good defensive swing by the batter. Nice pitch. Way to hit her spot. The count 1-2. One out. Nobody on. 1-0. The pitch outside. Takes it the other way. Great piece of hitting. That pitch was way out off the plate. Not a bad pitch by Valentini at all. Batter just really reached out there and touched it. Tough to defend that. Runner on first. One out. And last game's winning pitcher, Trosson at bat. Blowing away. And it doesn't take long for Bayview to strike, so you need to nip this in the bud quick. And the pitch up and away, 2-0. The pitch over the plate, fly to right field, tracking it, lost track of it, and a great over-the-shoulder grab. Way to make up for it. Never turned her back on it. Turned her body over and made a beautiful over-the-shoulder catch. Saving what inevitably would have been a double. You would have had runners on second and third with one out. And now you have 2 outs, runner on first. And you can get out of the inning. Number 14 now, the runner's on second in scoring position. Number 14, Emily Heath, played in the last contest. So she is warmed up. Bayview trying to tie here with 2 outs. And the pitch inside gets a good piece of it. Right at the center fielder, tracks it, and it's in. And that'll do it for Bayview in the bottom of the first inning. After 1 complete, the Bulldogs 1, Bayview 0. Bulldogs come right back at it tomorrow at home on another doubleheader. And again, they need to win. They play host to Barrington, not quite the task this season that Bayview is. Not many teams are. They were impressive in their first game. Some new faces in the second.
Coach, you got that? Is that a ball? Yeah.
So while Bayview finishing their warm-ups, we here at Westerly Live got notice actually in this game that family members are watching from Wales. So what Shane Belanger has been able to put together here with Westerly Live is connecting families all over the world, which wouldn't be possible. And I'm grateful to be a part of it. And I know Lisa is as well. So that's a credit to owner Shane Belanger. And the sky is the limit for the future of Westerly Live. Warm-ups are done. Top of the second. Westerly looking to add on. Number 23, Dina Arnold, the catcher, will step in and lead off for the Bulldogs. And the pitch low. Bounces away, 1-0. Coach Luppy keeping his team excited. 7 innings. He wants to hear noise. And they are louder now than they were at any point in the first game. And that's the way sports can be, very fickle. Got a round ball and a round bat. You got to hit it square. Tricky, tricky. Arnold swings, gets under it. Foul ball on first baseline, plenty of room, and no communication. Falls between 3 Bayview players. Nothing like that happened in the entirety of the first game. So you can see that there's been a little bit of substitution. Another life for Arnold, 1-1 count. Good idea going the other way on the outside pitch. Another outside pitch. A little too far out, 2-1. Inside. Oh, called a strike. Tough call there. 2-2. Top 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out. Dina Arnold at the plate. The pitch. Swing and a miss. First out of the inning. And up comes Lily Vettelino, number 11. For the Bulldogs. Nobody on, 1 out. Fouled out of play, strike. Vettelino, also a freshman starter for the Bulldogs. And we've seen her play multiple positions as well as she closed out the last game pitching. Line drive to the gap. Great hit. Great at bat. Pitch on the inner half. Turned on it. Line drive single to get things started here with 1 out. Elena Fazaro steps in. And that's inside for a strike.
Ready to get dirty.
0-1 count to Fazaro. Pitch spinner was a strike. 0-2 count. Fouled down the first base line. Anything you can do to get that runner to second, you need to try to do. Ground ball to the right side, ideal. And the pitch inside, swing and a miss. And that'll be the second out of the inning for the Bulldogs. In comes senior Alexa Beal. Can she take care of things here maybe and knock in another run for the Bulldogs? Or at least extend the inning. Beal coming off. Strike on the first pitch, 0-1 count. Beal coming off an excellent volleyball season, her senior volleyball season. We had the privilege of covering several games. 0-1, 2 outs. The pitch, slash again. 0-2. She did that precariously in her last at bat as well. Only because the situation doesn't really offer much of a benefit. Anyway, 0-2, 2 outs. And there you go. Swing stays alive. May not be feeling 100% right. Something's bothering her. She's here shaking her head. Could be something physically off. And the 0-2 pitch squares the bump, pulls back, swings, fouls away. I would understand if there was less than 2 outs, the slash being effective, but no one's charging on the bunt offer because there's 2 outs. I would just grip and rip here. Slash again, foul tip back to the catcher, and inevitably out. That's the second at bat in a row we've seen that, and I am interested to see if we will see it further because it's unusual, the timing of it. Anyway, we are through 1.5 complete. Bulldogs hold a 1-0 lead over Bayview. We are going to go to a quick break. Back, folks. Malentini warming up on the line, on the mound, on the rubber, correction. So 1, in my estimation, is not going to do it. They're going to need more than that, but here we are, and 1 is enough at the moment. And I've been educated a little bit on the slash situation. The slash isn't the way these women are using it here. The idea isn't necessarily to draw somebody in, as I thought. It's a alignment of your eyes on the ball and to level your swing off. So I was educated there, and we are ready to get started. 55, Sage Verkler in for Bayview, and the first pitch fouled away. Hit something. Comes back in. 0-1 count. Valentini's location's been good. And the pitch off speed, had her fooled completely on that one. 0-2. See, I've been able to say that in both innings a couple times thus far in the second game, and really that was never the case. So we're pitching ahead more already. And the pitch away, nice waste pitch. No chase, 1-2, no problem. We still don't have to give anything all that nice. Inside, hits the batter in the elbow. Hopefully she's okay, or the wrist even. Obviously nothing malicious there. You would never want to do that on a 1-2 count. So lead off runner on for the Bengals. Valentini's pitch. Strike go the outside corner. Number 30, the lefty, steps in. Turned on a couple of balls in the first game. And the pitch, nice pitch over the outside portion, fouled away that way. Oh, 2, nothing nice at all. And the pitch upstairs, good idea. A very disciplined Bayview softball team. still in charge. Don't want much of the plate. Low and away, ground ball, foul ball. Number 30 doing a good job of going with the pitch. 0-2 count. 1-2 count, I believe. And Valentini still doesn't need to offer much as far as hitability. I'm going to switch the ball. One and two count. Way ahead. Nobody out. Runner on first. You need this one. So the pitch. Over the outside corner. Swinging to Mr. Beauty. Location, location, location. Valentini been in charge thus far. One out. Runner on first. Carolyn Thomas steps in for the Bengals. Bulldogs at normal depth. The pitch inside. Strike. Umpire is consistent on the inside edge. And the off-speed pitch. Tried to pull it. Third baseman fields it through the first. No problem. Second out of the inning. Instead of going the other way, the batter tried to pull the outside breaking ball. Didn't get any power behind it. Fielder's choice for the second out. Number 7 steps in. She was the leadoff hitter in game 1, Abby Green-Sermont. Tying run in scoring position. First pitch, a little upstairs, ball 1. There is real estate at first base. So again, you don't want to get much of home plate. You don't want that run in. And that's a beauty right there. Didn't get the call, a little upstairs, 2-0. You're simply better off with a walk than hanging one over the plate. And that's a strike over the inside portion. 2-1 count. Big pitch here, still a hitter's count. And the offering. And it breaks to the second baseman. Vedolino sucks it up. And the third out. That will end the inning for the Bulldogs. And after 2 complete, Westerly 1, Bayview 0. Things change drastically here in between games. This is the Westerly team we're used to seeing. Valentini pitching from ahead.
What's up? Check the phone.
So this is the time of year that all the spring sports are doing all of their jostling to either make the playoffs or for playoff positioning. And it's great that the spring sports season we're able to get in. Number 14, Emily Heath pitching for Bayview in this second battle. Sarah Trosson was the winning pitcher in game 1, bringing Bayview to 11-0 on the season, and the Bulldogs to 8-5. And the catcher who was hung up on base is ready in gear to warm up. So Wesley looking to add a little insurance here, which one would envision they're going to need. One run more than likely won't defeat this Bayview club, even on its worst day. Number 22, Ava Tenuta steps in.
Let's go 2-2.
Swing and miss first pitch, a nice one. Little cutter outside. And the lights are slowly coming on here at Similary Field. We go one outside, 1-1. And we spin the top of the order as Alex Storr on deck. Pitch, swing and a miss, right over the heart of the plate. Pulling out a little bit on her front shoulder. Keep that in, force your head to stay in. And the pitch, fall back. We had a fight. And the pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. One up, one down for Bayview. And the leadoff hitter for the Bulldogs, Alex Storr. Who hit and scored from second on a bunt in her first at bat. Lets that one go down the heart, 0-1, and only a freshman. Has also been a starter for the entirety of the season. Talented beyond her years. And the pitch outside, good eye. Good pitch as well. Definitely a good pitch. 1-1 count. And the pitch up the middle, and that's another one. 2 for 2 for Storr. They'll throw back to first, she's in. Great hand control with the bat. Gets it through the zone wherever you put it. If you can hit to the right side, to the left side. Super talented freshman the Bulldogs have there. Captain of their infield. Gabriella Brennan steps in for the Bulldogs. Strike 1, 0-1 count. 1 out, 1 on. Bayview prepared to defend the bunt. Via pitcher, third baseman swings. Foul, 0-2, quickly down in the count. Want to put it in play somehow. Get that runner to second if you can. Brennan has been known to attempt to bunt with 2 strikes. Outside ball, steals second base. She's in, called out. She was under it. Tough call, I thought. I don't have instant replay, but good throw by the catcher nonetheless. 2 outs and nobody on. I thought she might have gone under it, but the ball definitely beat her there. Regardless, 1 and 2, 2 outs for the Bulldogs. And that'll end the inning. So that quickly, that rally deflated for the Bulldogs. We're through 2.5. We head to the bottom half of the third. Bayview's half of the third. 1-0 score. Excellent pitching by Sophia Valentini. 1 run behind. They're going to need to continue it. And Valentini finally gets set to warm up. Valentini throwing very hard. has been hitting her spots. Arnold throws down from her knees, and the Bulldogs are ready to go. Bulldogs got to stay fully involved in this one because they can flip and get out of hand very fast. Valentini getting ahead of more batters than not. And upstairs just by a hair. And that's inside, handcuffed her, and that's going to take a tough hop on Storrs. She's going to reach on an error. Tough break for the Bulldogs, skipped up at the last second. What normally is a routine play for Storr turns into an E6 and a leadoff runner on base. Number 12, Gabrielle Jeffrey at bat. Doesn't get the call off the outside corner, 1-0. And the pitch, fly ball center field. Center field is trying to get back to it. If she's going to get there, I don't think so. She doesn't. One hopped off the fence all the way into Storr. Storr gets it in. Nobody scores. A good relay. Got it in rather quickly. So Bayview again displaying their power. That one about 15 feet short of getting out of here. Turns into a stand-up double. And that error, which would have been an out, now turns into 2 runners in scoring position and nobody out. 11-0 teams do that to you. Beautiful pitch off speed, low and in, strike one. You can't give up a hit to this batter. You can't give a hittable pitch to this batter. Not with first base open and not with runs being at such a swing and a miss. Beautiful pitch outside. Runs being at a premium against this Bayview squad. You have to be willing to give up that base before you give up home plate. And he hits a lot of the plate on that one. Waves at it to that no man's land and right off of the hands of the second baseman to foul territory. Gets another life. 2 strikes on the hitter. Valentini needs to stay away and goes in with it. Beautiful stab by Valentini. Way to look her back. 2 runners at third. Throw the ball to home. She needs it. And Westerly gets them both back, and that's fine, I guess. We're going to let Coach Luppy and the officials. So Valentini did an excellent job of freezing the runner from third, preventing her to score. Excellent job. Almost crossed runners. Off speed, that's a RBI single, bobbled in left. That's going to bring in the second run. 2 runs in, and Bayview has the lead. That bobble in the outfield, that's a run. That's an error that scored the second run. So that quickly, 1 out, runner on first, down 2-1.
Let's go, girls. Let's go.
The Bayview pitcher at the plate. This inning, the Bulldogs have 2 errors and have given up 2 runs. Need to show a little grit here. Nice pitch, but really turning on that inside pitch is Bayview. They seem to be struggling on the outer half of the plate, if they're struggling anywhere. They take what you give them, though. If you aren't throwing strikes, they're going to take the walk. If you're going to make errors, they're going to take the base. And that's way outside, ball. 2-1. Big moment in the game here for the Bulldogs. They can get out of this with only 2 runs in. That's a nice pitch. Off-speed breaking ball. Good location. The pitch. Popped up and out of play. I think it is. Into the Bulldog dugout. 2-2. Count remains. Emily Heath, the Bengal, in the box, 2-2. And that's low, 3-2. Full count. They stop by Arnold back there. Count is full, 1 out. Wouldn't be a shocking time to send the runner. Swing fouled away, stays alive, 3-2. Good location by Valentini. Good contact by Heath. Bayview makes you work. Full count, 1 out. 1 run first. The pitch. Inside and low, gives him the base. Runners on first and second. Sage Verkler at bat again. And the first pitch, nice pitch off, foul back, 1-1 count, off speed. Right up on the plate. Pitch gets the call over the outer portion. I didn't think he was going to give it to her, but it was there for sure. 0-2. And off the outside corner, fielded by Storr, goes straight to first with it. So the Bulldogs get the second out of the inning. Both runners advance. So now Bayview, 2 runners in scoring position. Bulldogs have 2 outs. Huge, huge momentum changer right here. Lefty, number 30, at bat. Turned on the ball twice so far tonight into the right center gap. Valentini's pitch off speed, goes the other way with it. That's one heck of a piece of hitting, but just too far foul. She's shown the ability to put the ball out pretty much anywhere that she needs to. As Valentini, you got to know she's a good hitter, and you have first base vacant. I wouldn't give her that much of the plate again. And the pitch over the outside corner, line drive up the middle. Too much of the plate. And that is a single that will score 2 runs. 0-2, can't be hittable. You have to be 6 inches to 10 inches out of bat range if you're up 0-2 with 2 runners in scoring position and 2 outs. There should be no chance for a hit when there's vacancy on first. That creates force outs for you, would have actually helped. Hindsight being 20/20. Still right in this thing, 4-1. Bottom of the third. 2 outs, 1 run first. Number 26 in. Carolyn Thomas. Breaking pitch off the outside corner. Nice pitch, strike. That's her most effective pitch thus far. And that's foul out of play, 0-2. Valentini's probably very frustrated. A couple errors in the opposing team's number, may not be 4. Bulldogs fully capable of putting up that number. Valentini's pitch inside, turned on hard. Inside pitches are clearly becoming ineffective. Just about every Bayview batter that's had one in the zone has turned on it and made solid contact. Valentini's 0-2. Outside. Too much of the plate. And the lack of hustle on the Bulldogs' end is starting to turn into a little bit of sloppy play. An extra base by Bayview. They now have runners at the corners with 2 outs. Number 7, Game 1's leadoff hitter, Abby Green-Samak at bat. Right over the plate, and that's a lob. Third baseman should retire the side, and that'll do it. 3 innings in the books. Bayview 4, Bulldogs 1, as we head to the top of the 4th. Biggest thing for the Bulldogs is emotionally, they got to hang around. They got to stay in this. They got to get themselves fired up to make a second effort at this. They can easily make up 3 runs. That whole inning was because of 2 errors in the first 2 batters. Young team, as I've been talking about all night, so you're going to see these growing pains. So warm-ups are done, and we're going to head to the visiting half of the 4th inning. The Bulldogs being the visiting team in the second of 2. Still right in this thing. Valentini's throwing well from the rubber, and that's a number 1 of importance. The Bulldogs are getting base runners. I will say I've seen a little bit of hustle issues by a few players here and there. And the pitch outside, ball 1. A little bit of extra velocity on that one. And the pitcher up, trying to get on, help herself. Sophie Valentini at the plate. The freshman. And that is right down the chute. And the pitch spinner is a little bit upstairs. Gets her to go, climb the ladder. 1 and 2 now. I was never one of those guys that always took the first strike. I think it puts you behind, and spinner upstairs, way not to chase. Counts even at 2s. And that's inside, ball 3, full count. All right, this is a big spot here. The Bulldogs need this runner. And the pitcher on the plate gets a piece of it under it, though. Short left field, communication issue, and the left fielder makes a stab at it and the catch. Dangerous situation, nobody harmed, and nope for the Bulldogs. Third baseman Emma Crutchell at bat with 1 out and nobody on for the Bulldogs. Valentini needs to focus on pitching. She is a pitcher this game. And turned on and fouled off, 0-1. So Emily Heath for Bayview is getting in a groove, getting ahead of every batter now. It's starting to become present. That was one heck of an off-speed pitch. Getting into a groove here, Emily Heath is, I fear, for the Bulldogs. And popped out of play, foul. 0-2, still alive, 1 out, nobody on here. We are Westerly Live, and we will be across the lot on the 10th for a Westerly Varsity baseball game. 6 p.m. And the pitch, way to turn on it. Gretchiola, third baseman, down the line, all the way to the corner fence. Foul pole, stand-up double. Throws into the relay, and she's going to hang out at second. 1 out and a double for Emma Caracciolo for the Bulldogs. And they are alive. It takes that little thing. That's all it takes. And that's a freshman spark right there. That's a freshman. And that's how fast emotions in freshmen can change. All I needed to hear was that solid crack of the bat, and now they're alive. Catcher, number 23, Dina Arnold, ready to step in.
Go, Dina.
And pitch inside, just got under it. Fouled off. Good hitter's pitch there. Scrappy player Arnold is. All over the place behind the plate.
Here we go, D.
Only a sophomore. And a freshman sits on deck. Just shows the youth ahead. And the pitch off speed upstairs. Outside, good eye by Arnold. And the pitch inside, strike called. He's been consistent on that edge. I will give the umpire that, and it is on that edge. And the pitch, swing and a miss upstairs. Climbed the rung on the ladder with a little bit of heat. Got the swing and a miss. Number 11, Lily Vettelino at bat, runner in scoring position. Pitch over the plate and soft lob to the pitcher, and that will end the inning for Bayview. So Bayview will head to the bottom half of the fourth inning, holding on to a 4-1 lead over the Bulldogs.
Make a play.
So Valentini back out to tow the rubber. This game is moving along much faster than the last one, clearly. And at the same time, it's kind of a sad time for me as the high school season slowly makes its way to the end. I am beyond grateful to have had this opportunity with Westerly Live and owner Shane Belanger and Lisa and Chrissy as well. The sky is the limit absolutely for this. Shane has made me a believer beyond words. He has already put families in contact across the world to watch each other play. It's just amazing. So I'm excited for the future. But right now, we need 3 runs. We need 3 outs. And the first pitch, low and in, ball one. At bat number 18, Ava Westlow for the Bengals. Yeah, it's the strike. That is her most effective pitch thus far. Bayview likes the inside half of the plate, and that's the inside half of the plate. And a good job by the right fielder cutting that off. That could have been dangerous. Got a good bounce, and I believe that's Maya Henderson out there. And if I'm not mistaken, yes, another freshman. So, a single. Good piece of hitting is really what it was. Good location by the pitcher. But puts Bayview on attack again. Little outside, 1-0. And the pitch right down the chute, fouled off.
There you go, 1-5.
And the pitch golfed at the second baseman. Good job knocking it down. Knocks off the first runner. Cuts down the lead runner on the play. Great job knocking down the low liner. Lily Vetolino makes the play to second base for the first out of the inning. One out. One runner on first. Number 11 at bat, Ashley Anderson. Inside, off the hands, muscles it, just foul. And the pitch is outside. Yeah, that's low and in, 2-1. Breaks a little off the plate, doesn't get the call. A little frustration. Better let that
Make a play here now.
roll right off you. 3-1 pitch. Handcuffs are good pitch.
Nice pitch, Sove.
Batter couldn't turn on it. Full count now. And the payoff pitch fouled our play. Now this is a place where you want to get the plate. Got to get the plate. The pitch, handcuffed her, short lob. Store should have it and does. That's the second out of the inning. 2 outs, runner on first. Number 23, Sarah Trosson, the ever dangerous winning pitcher from game one. Tough part of the lineup for Bayview here. West is going to want to squirm their way out of this right here. Inside for a strike. Bayview's been jumping on those inside pitches. I stay away if I can. And that's low, swing and a miss, hard swing and a miss. They're trying to put that one back in Warwick. 0-2 count. And the pitch, beautiful pitch off the outside corner. Frozers for the strikeout. Valentini pitching very well. We head into the top half of the fifth. This game moving right along. Bulldogs losing based on an inning with a couple errors. So we move forward. So our crew is one man down. We're hoping Chrissy feels better and can join us for the regular season finale of Westerly Live for the 2020-2021 school season. But that's what's being figured out right now, all of these playoff games and whether teams are earning home games and whether or not they will have to travel. Number 3, Elena Fazzaro leading off the catcher, leading off for the Bulldogs.
Go, Elena!
And first pitch, spinner inside, foul to play.
Here we go, Elena!
And off. Way to wait back on it. Ground ball to third, handled. Very fundamentally sound team, Bayview. Good job by the freshman waiting back on that pitch. That was a heck of an off-speed pitch. Kept the weight on our back leg, at least get the meat on the ball. As the coach is reiterating now. Number 17 steps in for the Bulldogs, Natty Baldinelli, with a double in her last at bat. And that's low and in, ball 1. Ooh, got her to chase upstairs. And that's a beautiful pitch. Ropes it up the middle for a solid single. Throw back to first, check safe. She's 2 for her last 2 in this ball game, folks, with a double and a single. Having a day in the second half of this doubleheader at the plate is Natty Baldinelli. And at bat right now, we have number 22, Ava Tenuta. 1 out, runner on first. Breaking ball, gets good contact on it. Flips to second for 1, throw to first. Is late, almost spins the top on a double play. 2 outs for the Bulldogs on the fielder's choice. Tenuta able to leg it out and extend the inning. Whether they wanted to do that or whether they wanted to start fresh with Storr next inning, you'll never know. Storr also 2 for her last 2. Inside, right up to the pitcher, snags it. Makes the play at first. Inning over. Got a good piece of it. Tough break for the Bulldogs. We head to the bottom of the 5th. The score remains Bayview Bengals 4, Westerly Bulldogs 1. We are going to go to a commercial break. Welcome back, everybody. I am the voice, Greg Morano. We are Westerly Live, alongside producer, owner, Shane Belanger. We have Lisa behind the lens on the first base line, and we are in the back half of a doubleheader, Westerly Varsity softball. They have another doubleheader tomorrow. We will be at Varsity Baseball on the 10th.
Go, Sue!
And by then, we'll have a clearer picture on Westerly playoff scenarios. What teams may have home games, what teams may not. Valentini to start the inning. Inside, turned on hard by number 14. First base coach fortunate to get out of the way of that one. She got all of that inside portion of the plate. I wouldn't revisit that location. The pitch is outside.
We go 1-5.
No 1-1 hit. Ball a little bit too far outside. 2-1. And the pitch, fly ball center field. Center field's got a beat on it and makes the catch for the out. 1 up, 1 down. For the Bulldogs, love to see that. Number 55, Sage Virkler, steps in. Over the inside portion of the plate. Hit hard between the third baseman and shortstop for a single. They have that inside part of the plate covered. No questions asked. They can turn the wrist over and pull a ball. I would force them to go the other way, which they're capable of, but it's more difficult. Up and in ball. This is a stealing opportunity or a hit and one with the lefty up. Gets in the way of the catcher. And number 30 hits a ground ball shortstop, bobbled. And not going to make a play anywhere. Flipped actually to the outfield. That's error number 2 on the play. And that runner will advance to third. But could have possibly been a double play. Didn't even turn into an out. And the Bulldogs now in trouble. Runners at the corners with 1 out. So the Bulldogs with 2 errors on that play and 2 errors to score the first 4 runs. If this turns into anything. And unfortunately, it's these errors that get the pitcher down on herself and they pile up. Coach is picking a perfect time to go out, calm everybody down. Coach Luppy just motivating his troops, reassuring themselves. And the pitch, outside ball. Thought it came back, didn't get the call, just off the plate. Number 26, Carolyn Thomas at bat, and the pitch. And that's a ground ball base hit right up the chute. Errors turn into runs. The double clutch gave her the second base there. Not sound clean softball at the moment or tonight. It's turning into for the Bulldogs. So they have 5 runs now. Bulldogs have 4 errors. And the pitch of beauty, called strike, throw to second, handled off a bounce, the run comes in. I'm not sure the infield had a play called or knew. So we now have 6 in for Bayview. Runner on second, 1 out. And turned on, short fly ball, trouble, and it falls off the glove of the outfielder. And they need to communicate a little bit and let them know where they're going. And now both runners advance. No communication out on the field there. Now Bayview with 2 more in scoring position, holding a 6-1 lead.
Hey, next play, girls. Let's go. Right here.
Number 18,
breath, be
Ava
ready.
Wieslow at bat. Ball low. The offering and the pitch upstairs, ball. With all the errors going on tonight, it's really hard as a pitcher. If you can't trust the defense behind you, you feel like you have to shoulder all of the burden, and then that doesn't work out for you. So now we're at a 3-0 count. And that's low for a walk. They are loaded now with 1 out. And
Here we go, Bulldogs. Let's go.
infield's in. One of 2 things is going to happen here. It's going to open this thing wide open, or the Bulldogs are going to live for another inning. Bayview keeps you on your toes, that's for sure. They squeeze you. They play fundamental defense. They throw strikes, and they don't make many errors. And we've had an off night overall. It's not ordinary for the Bulldogs to have fielding errors. But good teams and 11-0 teams pressure burst pipes. So I think a little of that happened tonight, and it's a good learning experience thus far. Only 6-1. If they can spin 2 here, get out of this inning, plenty of time. The Bulldogs need to do a little better job communicating during live plays, letting their outfielder know before they look where to throw while they're tracking their ball or what the case may be, before the play even. There's a lot of indecision, a lot of second clutch to get it into the relay. Bulldogs infield is in. Number 12, Gabrielle Jeffrey at bat. Off-speed beauty of a curveball. Great pitch to start. And the pitch low and in. Center field is playing way too deep, I think. Leaving the entire field in front of her. Lob right in front, but the spin is going to force a foul, unfortunately. 2-1. I don't know why the center fielder is only 15 feet in front of the fence. There's so much room for a hit here. You can't afford to let a hit fall in front of you. The corners are playing at the right depth. And it's a ground ball. Nice stab by Emma Crutchell. Place to play at the plate. Cuts down the lead runner. Prevents the run. Great stab. Number 11 steps in with 2 outs. Ashley Anderson. And right over the plate, line drive just out of the reach of the second baseman. And that's an RBI. Again, not knowing where to throw in. There had to be a double clutch by the outfielder. Didn't know where the ball needed to go. Bulldogs need louder forms of communication. 2 outs, normal depth. Gets the call. Besides center field, that is. And the pitch outside, nice pitch. Bayview only has 3 earned runs this game, so. And it's slow chopper to third base. And steps on the bag to end the inning. Emma Crocchiola taking care of that inning herself. But after 6, Bayview strikes again. And the score, Bayview 7, Westerly 1. Just going to chalk this up to an off day thus far for the Bulldogs. And I'm sure you'll see a new team tomorrow. So no dates have been set yet, but we do know that the men's lacrosse team will be hosting a playoff game in Westerly. I don't think any other sports have clinched or any guaranteed home games. I do think baseball is still possible. After speaking with Ronnie, their head coach, it's up in the air, I was told. So, as things become clearer, we will bring you that information at Westerly Live. And Bayview set. Gabrielle Brennan steps in, number 7 for the Bulldogs. Nice pitch. Across the outside portion of the plate, strike 1. And the pitch outside, ball. And that's an off-speed pitch inside. These one on both sides. They do a good job of controlling the speed of their pitches. They really do. Some of these off-speed pitches have a huge range in mile per hour. And those have been low and in ball. 2-1 count. 2-2 count. And side, swing and a miss. Tough pitch to hit, good pitch to throw. It's a little frustrating at times to see. I mean, we have our visiting team playing at a depth that they need to be at in the outfield, a moderate depth so that everything doesn't fall in front of them, but they can still track back. But our own team playing so close to the fence that everything's falling in front. So we need to know our location prior to pitches as well. And gets the call in the inside corner. Tough pitch to hit. And that's a fly ball deep center field, tracking it, and makes the catch. See, her depth was exactly where it needed to be. Good contact by Valentini. 2 quick outs for the Bulldogs on the top of the 6th. Third baseman responsible for 2 unassisted outs last inning, Emma Caracciolo, is also a freshman who's gotten major playing experience this year. This is a good group of women, and they're going to be good for years to come. Just a tough day, and they ran into a buzzsaw. 11-0 Bayview is the real deal, but we've given them way more help than they needed. Way to turn on it, reaching for it. Single in front of the left fielder. So a 2-out hit for the Bulldogs. Catcher Dina Arnold at bat. And the first pitch fouls it down. Off-speed breaking ball falls a little bit short. Inside, tries a turn on it, fouled off. 1-2 the count. And the pitch breaking ball up. Nice stab by the catcher to keep that. And spinner, did she check it? She held back, safe. Full count. Runner at first, 2 outs. Swing, no swing, Frozer. And the Bulldogs are retired in the top of the 6th inning with one more shot, trailing 7-1. Bayview set to hit in the bottom half of the 6th. It really hasn't been that much for the Bulldogs. It's been little things. It's definitely been sloppy defensively. I really think communication's an issue. They got to help the person that's fielding the ball know where they got to go with it before they look up. But besides that, they gave Bayview a lot of runs. 4 errors in this game accounted for 4 of the runs. Without that, it's a 3-1 game. So the young team developed. Going to be fun to watch as they grow. With Valentini at the helm, more than likely. It's frustrating for a pitcher. Take all the burden on your shoulders, and when it's an error or something happens. So be sure to tune in 2 days on the 10th, 6 p.m. varsity baseball action, Westerly Live right here at Similari, as their season's winding down and finishing up and their playoff scenarios being sorted. We will have all your information that night on the 10th. Leading off the bottom of the 6th, the pitcher for Bayview. Inside strike 1, Emily Heath, who is throwing a heck of a game. The pitch turned on it, ground ball, base hit. And another communication and throwing error gives Bayview an extra base. Off-speed pitch and a beauty. Inside low ball. One and one pitch. Valentini's offering right over the middle of the plate. Fouled straight back in, out of play. Right above my head. Valentini's pitch turned on. Outside pitch. Would have had more success trying to slap it the other way. Number 55, Sage Verkler at bat for the Bengals. And the pitch over the outside portion, fouled. Is there room? There was room. Communication issues continue. And turned on that pitch, fouled out into the parking lot. 1-2, nobody out. Valentini would do about anything for an out here. Outside pitch, nothing there. And the pitch over the plate, got under it. Fly ball, tough spot, nobody talking, and it falls. That's dangerous. The throw to third, save at third. Finally, hearing it out of the dugout about talking and communication, but seriously, in plays like that, you can get hurt. Somebody's got to be the captain, and it's generally the player that is coming in. Whoever's running in makes the call. Center fielder's captain the outfield, shortstop's captain the infield. They really need somebody to take charge verbally while the players are live. Whoa. Runners on second and third. Nobody out. Off speed, turned on, roped to the right fielder, handled by Henderson. Not before two more runs scored. So Bayview pulling away again here. Not the Bulldogs' night, but that's okay. Low and in. I just see a few things, small adjustments that could really make a difference. And got under it. Pop fly near first base. And communication. They're fortunate to have made the catch there. One out. Number 7 stepping to the plate for Bayview. One out, runner on first. Bottom 6. And that's right over too much of the plate on that one. Nice job by the left fielder trying to cut it off. And the throw home, and the tag, she's out at the plate. Trying to get a little bit greedy there. And from the classy play of the first game to that. And when they want to relay and when they know where to go with it, they have the ability to do it. Great relay at the plate, 2 outs. And a strike go to the other half. And the pitch just a low. 1-1 count, 2 outs, bottom 6. Outside portion, chopper back to the pitcher, handled by Valentini. Dropped by the first baseman, but picked back up on time, and the inning is over. So last at bat upcoming for the Bulldogs in this double header that has turned a bit nightmarish for them. So when you have such a young team, Coach Luppy, there's no one better at it. Coaching these players and coaching them as they play. That's what he's doing right now. He's not out there yelling and screaming at anybody. He is coaching them as they play so they become better players. I think he's been coaching here since before I was born. But I know it's been a long while. He won't give you the exact number. I've tried. And Bayview's catcher arrives. And they are 3 outs away from a doubleheader sweep of our Bulldogs. And the throwdown from Bayview, who's done everything just about right today. We scored the first run here in the second half of this doubleheader, but they scored the next 9. So they answered. And number 11, Lily Vettelino, set to lead off the final inning. The pitch fell straight back.
Here we go once.
Off-speed pitch, low for a ball.
Come on, Sticks.
Foul back.
Right on it, bud.
One and 2 count. Swing and a miss for the first out of the last inning. Elena Fazaro steps in for the Bulldogs. Swing and a miss. 0-1 count.
Here we go, 3.
Breaking ball away, nice pitch. 0-2.
Come on, Lena.
Fouls it off. And that's inside for a ball.
Here we go, Lena.
And swing and a miss. Out number 2.
Come on, Natalina.
17's re-entering for 12.
And strike on the outside corner. And it's a nice pitch off the outside portion. 0-2, 2 outs.
Let's go, 1-7.
Bayview is a strike away. Check, swing, and a miss. And that's going to do it, folks. So the doubleheader did not go in favor of the Bulldogs. Ran into a buzzsaw with Bayview Academy. Bulldogs dropping both ends of the doubleheader. Have another doubleheader tomorrow with Barrington will be in town. So Bayview improves to 12-0 after today's doubleheader and proved every bit of it. They're a very, very good opponent in all aspects of the game. And Westerly being a young team, it's a learning experience for them, and we'll move forward. We, Westerly Live, will be back on the 10th for some varsity baseball action at 6 p.m. I am the voice, Greg Morano, with Lisa behind the lens, producer, owner Shane Belanger. This is Westerly Live.